All right, this is Gizzard Gary here at G.O.A.L.S 2024 in Knoxville, Tennessee. I am with Lewis, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what GOA does.
Hey folks, I'm the Florida State Director for GOA. I also cover Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, but other than that, I'm also a national spokesperson for GOA and GOF. So as you know, we're the only no-compromise gun rights organization in the nation, in this country, and we fight on the state, the local, and the national level. Now, covering Florida, you know, you're outside of Florida, but...
Yeah, I'm in Kansas.
Yeah, you actually come from a state that has real gun rights.
That's correct.
But, you know, everyone calls Florida the gunshine state. Except here's the thing, we're the only Republican state in the country that bans open carry. Let that sink in. In the gunshine state, you can't let the sunshine bling off your piece in the gunshine state. Yeah, and the issue with that is very simple. We're a Republican supermajority state. We have introduced and fought for open carry and constitutional carry for years and years and years. Just last year, we finally got a compromise form. We didn't compromise, the state legislature did, because we pushed for full constitutional carry, but last year we got permitless concealed only carry, and we fought tooth and nail to have open carry added to it to make it a true constitutional carry, like what you got in Kansas. And the issue that happened was the Republican leadership killed the amendment that would have done that. So this year in January, we fought to get an open carry bill introduced, and our Republican House Speaker, Paul Renner, stood before our state capitol in Tallahassee and said, well, I support the Second Amendment, but that ever classic, but we don't have the appetite to vote and debate on such a bill. Well, GOA, being the only no-compromise gun rights organization in this country, very simple, said, fine, we'll do it live. We'll see you in court. We just filed a federal lawsuit against the state of Florida's open carry ban, but not just that, the under 21 carry ban, because last I checked, when you turned 18, you were an adult, right?
That's correct.
When I turned 18, I was an adult. Well, physically, I don't know about mentally. But even then, let's be honest here, mentally I was, because here's the screwed up thing. In Florida, you could be a cop at 19, and you can enforce gun control with authority up to and including lethal force if necessary as a cop. And I say this as a former cop, but the state of Florida's argument is that if you are under the age of 21 and you're not a cop, oh, we can't trust you because you don't have the mental faculties to be carrying a firearm as a private citizen and exercising your Second Amendment rights. And that's why we're suing. We don't compromise. We don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. We will fight for your Second Amendment rights. But outside of that, I got to ask you, Gary, how do you like the show, man? How's it going for you?
Love it. Love being around the industry, around GOA people who feel like I do, that everybody ought to have their rights.
And you know, a lot of people watching this are probably going, well, it's Florida. What does this do to me? It's a federal case. So you have states like California, New York, Illinois, and Connecticut. Those are the only other 4 states in the country that ban open carry, by the way. They're all Democrat supermajorities. But this federal case could create case law that we could then use in those other judicial circuits to challenge the open carry and under 21 carry bans there. Because remember, the Bruin decision flat out said, text, history, and tradition. There's no historical analog to banning people under the age of 21 from possessing a firearm and banning open carry, because I know in your state, back in the good old days, before it became shall issue and constitutional carry, they used to call it the coat tax, because you guys have had open carry long before you had concealed carry, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because the idea was criminals concealed the firearm. The law-abiding public openly carried their firearms. And I'm telling you this as a former cop, no matter what gun law you pass, criminals are going to be criminals, because here's the shocking thing. Oh my God, they're criminals because they break the law.
Correct.
And all of these gun control laws, open carry bans, under 21 carry bans, mandatory waiting periods, universal, doesn't stop a criminal. They're going to break the law. They don't care. Look at California and New York. But Gary, I just want to say thank you so much for being here.
You bet.
It's people like you that make this worthwhile, because our national motto is E pluribus unum, out of many one. And it's people like you that give GOA the ability to fight gun control, whether it's in Florida, New York, California, on the federal level in DC. So thank you so much, and I'm glad you're enjoying the show, brother.
You bet. And thank you for what you do. I appreciate it. And if you're not a GOA member, please consider joining because they fight for your rights.
It's real simple, folks. Just go to gunowners.org/join. It's $25 a year. And here's the kicker. If you live in the Knoxville area right now and you want to come to the show and you're not a GOA member, it's $25 to get in. But you get a twofer. Not only do you get in the show, you also get to become a GOA member and you get up-to-the-date information. And we are going to be putting on classes to teach grassroots activism, to get folks like you involved in the fight. So thanks again, folks.
All right. Gizzard Gary from Knoxville. Give him the bird.